So I don't know what kind of year that you've had. Maybe it's been the best year yet, or maybe it's been the worst. But here's what I do know. You've made it up to this point, and your circumstances do not define who you are. But your circumstances do reveal who you are. So here's what I'm challenging myself and challenging all of us. Let's decide who we want to be. In the Bible, it says this in Galatians chapter 6, verse 9, do not become weary in doing what's good, because at the right time, you will reap a harvest of God's blessing. You reap a harvest of God's blessing in your life if you don't give up, if you do not quit. So don't give up on your mission. Don't give up on your dream. Don't give up on your purpose. Don't give up on yourself, and do not give up on God. No matter how dark or difficult things get, God's blessing in our lives is worth our resilience. God's blessing in our lives is worth our resilience. So don't let adversity shrink your faith. Don't let adversity kill your faith or kill your hope. Don't let adversity stop you from doing what God's called you to do and being the person that God's called you to be. In fact, that's the whole story of Christmas, that when things were bad, when hope seemed lost, when hope was in short supply, when people were broken and when people were hurting and at their worst, the Bible tells us that God came to us. That God came from heaven to us through Jesus, who is God with us. That he left the splendor of heaven to be amongst the poorest of the poor so that we can have access to his salvation, so that we can have access to a true and blessed hope. Because God came to humanity, I have a realistic hope. Because God came to humanity, you have a realistic hope. Let's not nullify that hope by stopping short. Let's not nullify that hope by giving up. With all that being said, I'm excited to say that starting in January, I'm bringing back the Life His Way podcast. And until then, here's what I want to do. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.